There we go, I think. Yo, it's ya boy. Evening Fahrenheit here with another, for me it's a late night stream. Didn't have any school today. Obviously yesterday was Sunday, so I had the day off. But we're back again. This time we're gonna work on some terrain interaction for the boss. Like if you watched the previous few episodes, you've seen the boss like walk into pits and just fall down and die. We're gonna do something about that. We're also gonna make it so that the boss doesn't just walk through walls, he will actually destroy them. Which is why last time we set up the tile map for the boss. Obviously just a placeholder tile map, but it's gonna be roughly the right size, I think. At least it's closer than what we had before. We might have to change the interaction size later anyway when we get the graphics. It almost feels weird looking at this level here because it's so different from how it looks in game with the randomly generated stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is let's see, did we give the boss like an HP register? We did not. We're probably gonna have to do that today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up some actual interaction for the boss that is going to stick around for the entirety of the development. That this is actually end game stuff we're gonna do. We're starting on the first end game stuff, which is gonna be the interaction for phase 1. So that's pretty exciting. Let me just start some music for myself so I can properly concentrate. Let's see, what do we even want to listen to today? Ooh. See this one. Yes, this will do just fine. Okay, so let's do what we always do and just test what we made last time. Oh, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. I hit turbo mode and it just didn't stop being in turbo mode. Okay, so this is what we have, right? This is the work in progress time up. Right, we also installed is my emulator getting slowed down? Is the SNES getting slowed down here? That would be sort of wacky. I would really like to have a performance counter here. It's really weird. This feels really choppy. I don't think it's the emulator, right? This is just... Are we getting slowdown on all the frames that we're generating a chunk? Could that be it? That would be really bad. If this is all we're doing right now and we're already getting slowdown, that would be terrible. In that case, we would probably have to split chunks into single columns, which is gonna be sort of whack, but I'm sure we can do it. Let's not worry about that for now. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe this is not a problem, and I'm just seeing things. I kind of hope that's the case, although that's sort of worrisome in its own way. But yeah, it has been noted by me at least that it did feel a little choppy there. It did feel a little choppy, which is not excellent. In fact, it's quite bad. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna put on some hitboxes. And we're also gonna make sure that I don't think we want the boss to ever move vertically in this phase, so we're just gonna make sure it doesn't. So let's see here, player 1 walk, not player 1, phase 1. Here, apply speed, X speed there, and then Y speed here. So we want to clear this before we go into here. Let's make sure. Just to make sure that when we run this, Y speed is always 0. We don't care what Y speed is after we call this. We just care that it's 0 beforehand. Yeah, I'm really worried about this about this generating lag right now, because it's well, let's just say we're just getting started on like all the features we want to add. So like if this generates lag now with like no extra stuff, then although if we look at these, like if you look at these chunks, like this is a lot of tiles we're generating in one frame, right? It's a lot of tiles. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. For now, let's just slap on some hitboxes. We'll put those. Right, this stuff can stay as part of phase 1 because this stuff is not going to be in any other phase. Let's see here, what do we do? P3 attack, no. Where did I put the other hitboxes? In data, probably. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, here. Test hitbox, attack hitbox. We're gonna get rid of this test hitbox, and we're gonna call them. We're gonna give them like actual name at this point. Is this one used? Test hitbox. It is used actually. So let's not get rid of them then. I guess we'll keep these for like the work in progress phase 3. For now. And we want the front spike to be a hitbox. Let's see. I don't know what offsets this thing has. I guess we should just look at the time map for now when writing these, because the offsets are going to be the exact same. So let's just, for now, let's just do this so we have them both on the same screen. And the front spike here, offset EO. So FFEO, remember EO is a negative number, so we need to, when we write this in 16-bit mode, or as a 16-bit number, we just add FF at the start. FF D8 is the top of it. This is the actual spike time, right? Yeah, the one above. And then we make sure it's this big. This is gonna feel a little bit unfair. Usually, like the hitbox of something that uses a 16 by 16 tile isn't actually 16 by 16. It's more like 12 by 12. So we're gonna make this a bit smaller. We're gonna add 2 here. We're gonna add 2 here. And we're gonna shrink this to 12 by 12 to make it feel more fair. Then we make the top spike. Here, what's the plus 10 on X? Already, let's just make plus 2 right away. And then the top one is at AO. 2 C wide, and it's going to be basically that -4 on tallness. Tallness. Yeah, I guess so. 20 C. And then we're going to make the how are we gonna make the like pilot hitbox? I guess the like glass is gonna be active if the pilot is not exposed, and if the pilot is exposed, then the glass hitbox is not active. Glass. And this is going to be, which one is the glass tile? Let's get YYCHR up in this business. Oh. Here, so it's this tile, these two, yeah. 80 and 82, right? These two. Do we actually have both of them? I guess we do. EE. I guess these can actually be as big as they look. They're going to be 20 wide and 10 tall. Whereas in hex that's 16 and 32. Pilot. This one is gonna be the size of the pilot, I guess. FF And this, of course, is not a hitbox, it's actually a hurtbox. So like you don't get hit by jumping on the pilot. So this one can be like extra big because it's same with this one. This is something you want to hit. So having this one be a little larger, like sure, it gives the player an advantage, but I don't think that's a problem. I think that just makes it feel better to play. CC. So size is going to be 10 times 10. I think that's good. What else do we need to add? Foot should have a hitbox, I think. You can't just pass under the boss. The foot is going to be the leg. What's the top tile here? We're just gonna make this a big old square. We're not gonna like attach a hitbox to each piece. That's something we might do if we had the SA1 for more processing power, but not on just SNES. So this is the one, the furthest back, FFF8, and the top one is this, FFE8. And then how wide is this gonna be? So this one is a 12. So it ends at 22. So 22 minus F8, 2A. Let's see, the one at the one that is the furthest down. Is that how you say that? I think it is 0. Yeah. So 18 plus 10, 28. Here we go. So these are the ones we have to work with right now. That's good. Jump to data, put those there. So now we can work with these. Now we can just load these with the hitbox loader and we can interact with them, do whatever we want. And let's just, do I have something open here? What is this? Oh! Useless note. Okay, let's get a new notepad here. I'm feeling pretty tired. It's gonna be a mainstay here probably, me feeling tired. Pilot, just the names of the stuff we're using so I remember to include them all. And then we go on here. So after it moves, we go here. P1 interaction here. Data, and we're gonna get the front spike. I wonder if we can do some sort of thing where we can tell which one we should load. Alright, we also have to add the vent for the fireballs, right? I wonder if we can do some sort of optimization where we can tell like which side of the boss Mario is on, and if it's on one side we load only the front spike, if it's on the other side we load the top spike. That could be an optimization because I don't think you can ever touch both of them. Let's see. Optimization for later. Only load one spike on any one frame to save cycles based on which side Mario is on. But for now, we'll do this. Before we do this, we need to just load Mario's hitbox here. What did I call that routine? It's up here. Is it? It should be. Get Mario clipping, of course. Get Mario clipping. Load that. That means we can't use the stuff, the addresses that this is loaded into, of course. I don't remember. What's the input and output for Hitbox? Oh. What in the world? You don't do it that way, huh? Oh, y is equal to the pointer. I see. Front spike here. You do it this way. You load this in y, so you actually do rep 10, and that's what you do. What did I call this for? This one, check for contact maybe? Check contact. Contact. I need to check my own routines a bit here. Let's see, hitbox. Load this, load that, yeah. Returns with all regs 8-bit, very well. Check contact, maybe we want to change that later. That's just as an optimization. Because I think it costs 2 or 3 cycles, probably 3 cycles every time we change like this with rep or sep. Let's see here. Front spike. Probably just hurt Mario if you touch this. So this one is pretty simple. Then we do the top spike. Top spike there. Same thing really. Same thing with the foot. Oh, that's not what I meant to have copied. So first, just all the hitboxes that can hurt the player. Foot. Here. Data foot, data spike, data front spike. Yep. Let's just make this and run it for now. See if it even works. No, it does not work. Right, because I changed this label here. I'm gonna give these full names. Generate chunk, generate chunk. There's a lot of optimization that can be done here by just changing the order in which things are done. Let's see, cleaner table. Let's put this in data maybe. That cleaner table. Put these in data. Under the data label, like so. Generate chunk, this is going to be a main label. We put this, we're going to put this with the other JSRable routines down here. And then we take this stuff here, this data, terrain data, and we put that in the data label here. Terrain chunk data. All the cleaner chunks, all the normal chunks. Chunkaroos, big chunkus, like so. And now it should work just fine. Okay, we do die from the foot. We do die from the front spike. Do we die from the top spike? We do indeed. Okay, it seems weird that this happens. Right, we probably want the boss to stop if, let's see here, where are we? Main, here. We can roll the RNG every frame, even if the game is paused, that's fine. Level loop, we can, yeah, we probably want this to run as well. All the debug code should run always. Here, timers don't have to run, so what we do here is, we just check if the game is paused. Process. If it's not, we just jump to graphics, I don't think we have to do animation. We probably don't want the boss to animate. Oh, but then we don't get the... Probably what we do is just go to graphics, go to animation, but before that we decrement sprite anim timer. No, that's not what we called it. What did we call this? Extra marble habit there. That's the anim timer. To make sure the boss stays in the same animation. This doesn't matter right now, but it's gonna matter later. So when Mario dies, this happens, like it should, like everything stops. Okay, let's see, how did we make this test hitbox? How did we do this? Check mark, check bounce code here. Let's just copy this, I guess. So go up here to phase 1 interaction, and here we check for glass. Yeah, that means that here is where we're going to add the like HP stuff, because we have to check here. We have to check if the glass is broken. We don't want to check the glass hitbox. We want to check the pilot hitbox, right? Check contacts, BCC, no contact. Here. We make sure this is a sub. Here. Glass. We're gonna add some sort of hitbox for the like blocky part of the sprite as well. That didn't work. Data glass. Wait, what did it say? What went wrong? I didn't check. Interaction glass, no contact wasn't found. It's right here. No contacts. What's the problem? Do you remember what I said about this thing before? Spawn smoke. You know what? Fuck this. We're not using this macro. This macro sucks. We're gonna use our own. We're doing our own thing here. I don't care. This is upsetting. I will not tolerate this. Smoke sprite. Smoke sprite number, whatever. Sprite. Like, it just inserts it as a JSL anyway, so. Routines. Smoke, what is it called? Spawn smoke? Yeah. Here. No, did they? Whoever wrote this should be. This is not acceptable. We're just gonna remove these comments. I can't accept anything in my file using spaces instead of tabs. That's unacceptable. As we don't need that, we can just do that. We're just copying this code outright. I don't care. It's really small anyway, and it's so obnoxious that it eats your sub-label. It really doesn't have to. It could just... Oh, man. Ends in RTL, huh? Look at this. This is so ridiculous. What is this? Direction, whatever. That's probably the right address. I don't really care about this. We probably want to generate anyway. We probably don't care if there is one or isn't one. What is the address that checks that. I think in Super Mario World, if we look in all.log, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Let's copy this address and let me show you. I think when they spawn here, so when they try to spawn some sort of like minor sprite, not main sprite, if they don't find a free slot, they would just take one anyway. Maybe that's not the case for smoke sprites, I don't know. Here, Here, it looks like it tries to get one. 17 CO, is that right? Probably. If it doesn't get one, it just returns, okay. Finds one, it goes here. Just returns if it doesn't find one. Maybe it doesn't for smoke sprites, so maybe we shouldn't either. RAM sprite X low. Yeah, okay, whatever. So it's not this one. Oops, there. And not, yeah, now I can remember to just do the pilot as well. So this one, input, smoke sprite num, x offset, y offset, put, see, smoke sprite was spawned. That means smoke sprite could not be spawned. Whoop. Here. Why do people not put stuff on the same line? It's so much easier to read. Let's see here. Like day BPL is much easier than just day BPL, you know? Here, make sure it ends with RTS. X low, Y low. Let's put it in that order. Makes more sense in my head. Here we go. I think that makes more sense here. Yeah, spawn smoke. Like if it ends in RTL anyway, it's better to do this and have it end in RTS. There, yeah. Excellent, so here we go. Glass. Yeah, this should work. No, make. Oh, and the apparently the smoke spawns there, even though it should probably spawn like under Mario. Let's see what we can do about that. Oh, I see. We have an offset here. That's no good. Let's just do, maybe the spawn smoke routine here is just stupid. Look at how simple this is. 2, what do we write there? Timer. 8. So what we do here, I think we just insert this code here. I think that's better. Here. Right, we can't mess with this these regs anyway, or with these scratch RAM addresses anyway, because we need them for the clipping data. So we're gonna get this here. So we get to turn these into sub-subs. Always love to see it. This one loop. This one here, C. VPL loop. Otherwise we just go with, what did we go with? We go with 0, I guess. That's the lowest priority one, right? What was the number again? I think it was 2. Here it's 8 for sure. And here we actually want Mario X low. Store to whatever this is. Here. Mario Y low. And we just add like, I don't know, 8 maybe. Does that make sense? Here, we need something else apparently. There. Oh, this. Need to change this. There. That should do it. No. Mario X low wasn't found. Oh, what did I call them then? Mario X and Mario Y, I see. Like so. Good. It appears too high up. Oh. 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 Let's see here. Also, no bounce timer. We need to make sure that no bounce timer. Here. Let's make sure that doesn't repeat. Also, it's too high up. Let's add 10 or whatever. Right. Actually, Mario's Y position is inflated. It's always the value that you read from here is actually 10 less than you would expect, so we're actually going to put this to 18. Oh. That looks pretty good, right? Oh. Just testing a few things here. This is how it generated, huh? Yeah, this definitely works. Pretty sure if you get like stuck behind the mech, you can never like get back in front. Okay, so this is sort of weird actually. So we probably do want the boss to like move up and down a little bit. Otherwise we would need him to be like here at the bottom line. But it is also sort of weird that he just moves over the 2 tile wide gaps. But the other tiles he moves into, we probably want to destroy them. Let's see here the routines we have for that. Map 16 something, change map 16. Get map 16, is that one good? This one also eats your sub label because why wouldn't it? Ah! Okay. So what do we do here? I guess we shouldn't do this yet. We should still do the like HP thing first. We can also get this optimization for the front and back spike, right? Sub horse pulse. Is that how you do it? I think so. Compare Y to 0, I guess. Top spike. Let's see if this works. And then go to foot. I think this will work. Let's do it that way. Here, then do the foot. Always do the foot. Then here we need to check if which hitbox we read is going to be dependent on glass. No, hurtbox. Let's just call it that. We need an HP reg, and I guess it can be. No, wait, this one was not free, was it? This one was being written to by a bunch of stuff. I don't remember what it was written to by, but it was something. Was it? Or am I being crazy here? I don't trust this address anyway. Let's see. (15AO). Let's debug this. I don't trust this at all. Here. Oh, ah! Right, which index does this boss have? 14C8, let's see, we have, number 7. Doesn't write to it. Okay, maybe this one is safe to use then. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna call this one HP. Yeah, it's free. Here, because we're not gonna use this flag ever, this flag is useless. If your sprite uses this, it's probably more efficient not to use it. Especially for complicated sprites like this. Otherwise it might be worth using it. I don't know. But for this it's definitely not. So we're gonna use this for HP, and we're gonna put something else in it. We're gonna put something in it. Chunk cooldown, set it all to 0. Also, what's the base HP gonna be? Let's make this a define, I guess. Base HP. Here. Base HP is going to be, let's set it like 10. Let's set it to 4, it's gonna be easy to test that way. Set it to 4, glass. I guess we can do, So when we bounce on the glass, what you wanna do, this, so starts the scroll, huh? We need another reg for the glass, I think. Kinda think that. Yeah, I guess so. Unless that will be like the highest bit of HP. That's stupid though. That's stupid. So the next one is 15AC, I think. ASM, SA1 def. Is this one safe to use? Let's check it. 15AC. Timer decrements itself once per frame, so that's useless. I guess we can move no bounce timer to this. Yeah. Glass HP. I can sit here, I guess. We might move these around at some point. Face, glass HP, HP. No. hitbox is what I called it. Here, what we do is glass. Either way, we want this opcode, right? Yeah, we want these two at the start here. Pilot. Data, pilot. Let's just call this shared. See the difference. And then here on bounds, we also want to do this, right? After we spawn this no bounds timer, we also want to. I guess we do it up here. Actually, we do it up here. Go to glass. Glass HP. Otherwise, we do this on pilot. We decrement normal HP. That should do it. Also on init, we need. Damn it! Go further up, please. I wish this thing would, like, this scroll bar here, I wish it was more visible. Did you see now that like, I had to look for it with the mouse? Like, it's so hard to see this thing. I wish it could stand out more. Why can't it just be completely black? It would be so easy to see it. And then base, I don't know, let's give the glass like, let's give it 10 HP. But if you're spin jumping, you deal like a shit ton of damage to it. Here, glass. Where's Mario's spin jump? $14 OD. Mario spin jump. 1 damage. Otherwise, you just let's put this up here. Otherwise, we just break it instantly, I guess. Like so. But we need to add Mario spin jump as defined up here as well. RAM. Mario RAM is its own thing apparently. Mario spin jump. We know the address. Oh. Base HP wasn't found because I spelled it differently. It's really just how I capitalized it, isn't it? Yeah. Also want to do this on the tile map. Damn it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We're probably gonna split this at this point into at least 2 tile maps. Here, where is it? Where is it? Here. At this point, we're probably gonna have to. So what I want to do is make it so that when glass HP runs out, we no longer draw the glass, right? So probably what we'll have to do is split tile maps into at least 2 parts, so we can like draw one part and not draw another part. Does that make sense? So. Let's see, cockpit here. This would have to be in the very front then. That's sort of not good. I don't really know how we're gonna do that. I guess I did the spikes like in reverse, it seems. How do we know if we broke it or not? Seems like I made this glass way too big. Look at how wide this hitbox is. Doesn't seem like it ever hits, like it ever goes away. So let's see, let's review the code I wrote for that. Where are we? Glass HP. Glass HP, then we go to glass. Load this. Load this right away. Mario spin jump. 1 damage if it's not spin jumping, otherwise we just 0 this right away. Then we go to shared. That should be fine. We can actually do this. Slight optimization. Slight space optimization. So, raw shared, yeah. So this should work, right? Hit loaded box, check for contact, blah blah blah. Here. Let's do this just to see what happens. Why is glass HP 0 by default? Did I write the wrong address here? Isn't it ODBF? That's definitely the coin counter. So this is just 0. What is glass HP? Let's see. What did we set it to? 1504. This is gonna be 15OB, right? Yeah, B is 11. OB. Yeah, 0, whatever. 10. Oh, what is this? Decrement by 1. Decrement. Wait, I thought this wasn't an auto-decrementing one. 15 over. Oh, right, I forgot to remove it, didn't I? From here. No bounce timer. What is no bounce timer? Wait a minute. That's something completely different. 1504, why is that decrementing? What is that code? What in the world? 1504, here. Only used here. Okay, I have this like really terrible habit of just closing the debugger as soon as I go back to look in my code. So now I need to do this again. 15OB, of course, we know. Here it's gonna be set to 0 when the sprite spawns, whatever. Then it's set to 10, then we go here, and what is this? What we don't know here is, well, we don't really know anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, of course. So what happens is, this time I definitely didn't close an accident, this time I know what happens. So here, glass HP, we go here, Hitbox. It's supposed to only decrement this if you actually touch the boss. Although this one should be 1. So we check the right spike. We can't just decrement it here. I was being crazy. So what we do is, this stuff is still right. Here. So let's put it here. That's HP. Damage glass. Damage glass. Mario spin jump. 1 damage. No, set 0. Can you tell I'm tired? No contact. Now we brought to no contact. Otherwise, we just class HP, and then here damage pilot. Yeah, we just do that. Yeah, we're gonna need to have bulk comments here at some point, or block comments. It's getting a little difficult to navigate all this stuff. So here, blah blah blah. No, we should have broken it. I can't tell any difference. I cannot tell the difference. I really can't. So let's do this. Make it. Okay, we are damaging it. Oh. Oh. We did break it. Okay, so we definitely broke the glass. So we need to figure out how are we gonna make this glass go away. So we have a few problems, right? Let's open the emulator here to make it easier to visualize. So here, so we have this here. Let's actually do this. This, right? Oop. Let's move this to paint. Let's move it to the Chad paint. So we got, oh, oops, that's not what we want. So we got this thing, right? So what we want to do is we want to take this here, this glass. That's not a very good color. I want to take this glass here. Maybe black's just best. This glass here. You see it? You see this glass here? The bubble over the pilot here. We want to make sure that this is only drawn. And this is going to be drawn on a separate tile map. We only want to draw this if we if the boss has glass HP left. Otherwise we don't want to draw this, right? So there are a few different ways we can do this. We can go into the tile map after it's been drawn. We can look for those tiles and we can despawn them, just put them off screen. That's pretty bad, I think. It's gonna be real tinkery for us to make it happen, and I don't really want to mess around with that. So we're not gonna do that. I think what I do like doing is, like, right now these are 6 bytes wide. We can make them 8 bytes wide, and we can include 2 different tile maps, and we can have like some sort of conditional, like in phase 1. We check, is the boss in phase 1? Yes. If so, we check glass HP. If glass HP is non-zero, we draw both tile maps. Otherwise, we only draw 1. The challenge with this is that the sprite to sprite priority is based only on the order here, right? So this stuff here is always in front of this stuff here. This stuff here is always in front of this stuff here and always behind this, right? So our cockpit here, if we draw it before, it's going to be in front of everything. If we draw it after, it's going to be behind everything. We don't want it to be behind the pilot, obviously, but we also don't really want it to be in front of this stuff, right? Then So we would need to solve that. That might not even be a problem, I don't know. It depends on like how the mech gets drawn later. So it's probably fine for it to be completely in front. If we see here, like it doesn't really overlap with anything. So I think it could be fine. And then we could just ask for it to be drawn in a way that where it doesn't really overlap with anything else. So that's one solution. A third solution would be to have two whole copies of this, one with the cockpit, or like one with the glass, one without it. I think that's sort of the weakest solution. So that's just basically, we just make a lot of extra time lapse. It's gonna waste a lot of space, and I know this deck doesn't have too much space left, so we're not gonna go with that one. Out of all these ideas, I like the double tile map idea the most. So we're going to do this. Glass TM. Test glass TM. Here, and we take these two glass tiles. Glass tile. So, we need to make sure that all of these have that. We're gonna make the same thing happen here. Same thing. We're gonna make it happen here so that if the extra tile map is just 0, then it's not gonna get drawn. All right. All right. I guess we also need to make sure that we're able to load both of them here. So here, now this points to 2 different tile maps. Very good. So what we do here, if we load this now, all right, we also need to, in animation here where we get the index, we need to increase this, add 2 here, right? Add 2 here. And here, instead of times 6, we want it to be times 8. Like so. Because it's now 8 bytes wide. And this should do it here. I kind of like this too. 8 bytes is a lot neater than 6. Even though 6 is technically a perfect number. And then here I think we get the next value as well, +2. We just push it here. And then here what we do, draw, I guess we call this draw. Do we? Tile map. What we do is we check tile maps. Skip first. Wait, this is sort of weird. Ooh, this is never gonna work. We definitely need to be in 16-bit A mode here. 16-bit A. Like so. It's very important that this gets incremented in 16-bit mode, because otherwise, like, we could unalign the low and high bytes, which would not be good. For example, if this the low byte is FF and we increment it, it will go to 0, but the high byte will not increment. That's not good. So we do need to be in 16-bit A here, but here we do need to go into 8-bit regs. All regs 8-bit. Yeah, so that's where we put that. This, we could have this 8-bit reg here, but we don't need that. So here, we're still in 16-bit mode, 16-bit A. We're also gonna make it so that if the first time up is 0, we just skip it as well. But if it's not, then we JSR to draw tile map. And then we make sure that we're in 16-bit A, of course. Then we pull the second tile map. Skip second. No, wait, what do we end with here? Right, PLB-RTL, so that's not gonna cut it. PLX, what is that for? Right, because of this. So that stays. That's the only return address, right? It is here. And then we have to, I guess, JSR to draw a tile map here. So now we're gonna draw both of them. So if you just make this now, we're not gonna see a difference probably, if I did everything correctly. I did not do everything correctly. So what is happening here is what we have to wonder. Are these correct? Probably, this is just times 8 now. This is +6 +7, that's right. And it's true that this should be like this. See, I'm still getting the header right here and here. Test class tile map. Here we get the skip first, what does that do? And then we pull this back. Did I mess this up here? We're always going into this with 16-bit A. Index can be 8-bit or 16-bit, but that doesn't seem like it matters. We're always maintaining sprite index from here to here, so that's not the issue. Apparently we have to jump here, yeah. Alright. So we're getting this here, that's the same. I guess we can do this up here, we don't need to repeat it. Then we have to, this is actually fine doing this in 16-bit mode, if we overwrite some stuff. No, it's not fine. So we do it that way. What if we just use Y instead? We can cut this opcode out, slight optimization. Use that. And then what is going wrong here? Maybe we're gonna have to step through in the debugger. I'm pretty unsure what's happening actually. Thank you, friend. Nope, that's definitely not right. That's not supposed to happen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the debugger. Yay! So we're gonna set this as a breakpoint, just we can do anything, but I'm gonna go with this one for now. Let's see, and we just set breakpoint right to this. And now we're gonna step through. Excellent. So X is 7, Y is 0. To be expected, we read these. It works just fine. And then we load this. We're still in 16-bit A. We can see this here. AF01 seems like a fine address. So we go here. we get the header, which is 50, so it's a really big tile map. Write that there, increment past the header. Oh, wait a minute. Could it be, I think I know what's happening. Here, we're loading this, but we're not actually writing it to the pointer. Let's try again. Like that. And now it loads properly. And as you can see, the bubble is like loading in front of everything else. When the bubble dies, this should all go away though. And right, it doesn't because I didn't add a rule for that. Haha. So, what we do here is we check tile maps, whatever. And then skip first. Skip second. We also want to do this, right? Face. We do this 7F. We don't want to check the init bit. And then we do B and E. Draw second. BQ. Skip second. So what this does is we check here. If we're in any phase other than one, we just draw the second tile map right away. If we are in phase 1, we check glass HP. If this is 0, we skip the second, otherwise we draw the second tile map. So this should do it. Now we see he has glass. If I break it with a spin jump, oops, it goes away. And oh, apparently it's eating those tiles from the gun because we are messing up a little bit here. On, where is it? Where we're getting the OEM index, we have to change that a bit now. Sprite OEM index in X. We're probably, are we using A for anything? I don't think we're using A. Let's see, no, that is not in use. So this is going to be the incrementing OEM index. Wonderful. Let's see here. This here. Like so. And then here, we want to write that back to A. And then here at the start of graphics, we just get, right, this is sort of troublesome. This is sort of troublesome. I wish I could just read this without having to worry about stupid 16-bit anything. But we do have to worry about that. So what we're gonna do is just, I guess we just do this. We just don't care that it's in 16-bit mode. It shouldn't be a problem, right? Because yeah, that should work. The high byte really doesn't matter because this is only used by 8-bit index, right? X here, load here, and this is sub 30. Yeah, so index 8-bit. Okay. So that should do it. Oh wait, now something is different. Now the glass is going behind again. For some reason. Right, is it because we're not incrementing it the last time, maybe? No? That doesn't make any sense. So what is happening? Right, no, wait. The glass should go behind everything else now, shouldn't it? Yeah. With this setup, the glass should actually go behind everything. So we're gonna move this to the front. And then we're gonna adjust the rule here so that this weird stuff here goes in the first one. Draw first, like so. Skip first. Wait, I guess what we should do is draw tile map. No, just call it tile map 1. Skip, draw, and then skip. Tile map 2. Call it skip, and then we call it skip, like so. That should do it. Here, now it is working as intended, it seems. Yeah, and there we can break the glass. I made it so the spin jump breaks it instantly. That's probably not going to be in the final game. Probably going to take like several spin jumps at least. Seems like the spikes work. We're getting the slight optimization. The boss's HP is gonna keep decrementing even into the negative. So we didn't really get any terrain interaction done today. I'm a bit too tired to continue this at this point. Of course, today was Monday, so tomorrow we are gonna continue. It's only on Sunday that we're taking the day off, and maybe on Thursdays as well. It depends. My Thursdays are usually really busy, so I might not have time to do it every Thursday, but we're gonna go strong with 5 days a week at least. So thanks for the watch, and well, thanks for the watch, I say. This is really like just meant to be useful to people. We're making progress. Probably gonna go into the Discord and discuss the graphics with people, because we're gonna need the graphics like pretty soon, like within 10 parts probably. But that's it for today. Goodbye, folks.